It's definitely time to start planting again. How much will I actually get done today? It's hectic. Hectic, 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 and chaotic. This is a plum I think I'm going to plant today, hopefully. I think that fig is another one we're going to try to plant today. It's a little small, but it's growing fast. And it's probably going to, if it survives the heat of the summer and stuff, it'll probably grow a lot faster in the ground once it gets established. Planted our Scarlet Beauty plum kind of near the roses, just over the fence line there. Over now Nataly's rose garden, which is right here. We planted our Deanna fig right here, which is actually close to wetland zone 1 where the giant pumpkin and stuff is, and tea trees. Pumpkin, our fig, Deanna fig, is in an area where it's going to get midday sun, pretty much no morning sun. Possibly, I'm not sure how much evening sun, it's going to get, but right now it's in a sunny spot. I'm not sure what time it is, probably between 1 and 2 p.m. But it's in its full sun now. Like I said, we got trees and stuff on the east side that are, that's going to block the majority of the morning sun. But yeah, nice open sky. And this isn't the area, this is a little bit away from here, but you get that kind of open sky, full sun. Like I said, midday. Scarlet Beauty plum is in pretty much full sun in a higher ground. Maybe not the highest potential ground that we have, but pretty close to the highest ground. It seems to always drain well there, even after rains. So hopefully it'll be out of the flood zone most of the time, if not all of the time. But that also means we're going to have to keep the plant watered really well through the summer whenever it doesn't rain. Apple tree, which has a little bit of a drooping leaves and yellowing leaves. And it's kind of struggling through this almost summertime weather. Hopefully moving it here in the shade has helped it, but hopefully it survives the container until we can plant it out, in the late winter to early spring. Even though I've been spraying this area a couple times a day, it is really dry there, so looks like we're going to bottom water this guy for a little bit. Like a livestock watering bucket or feed bucket, and see how it's kind of pushing there, sort of trying to float. That's not a good sign. It's probably heavy peat moss in there, so we need to get that peat moss soaked. So it's, once that's saturated, whether it takes 1 hour or 5 hours, then it's maybe a little bit easier to keep it watered. Debated whether to do a comparison video between all of our pumpkins, but I think I'm going to hold off another few weeks or month or so, because the first ones that were planted were about probably 2 months between the last ones that were planted out. So we want to give it, the roots appropriate time to start, being happy and pulling nutrients out of the soil and all that stuff.